The C58 is now available to use in Cold War multiplayer, so this is my full guide of how to earn the gold camo on it in the quickest and easiest ways possible. In this video I'm going to be showing you the best classes, maps and playstyles you want to be using, as well as going through each individual challenge, giving you some tips for each to make them quicker and easier to complete. The C58 is an assault rifle, but it's one of the hardest to use in the game. It's got a slow fire rate, really slow sprint to fire speed, unpredictable recoil, and doesn't really excel in any situations, so often you'll find yourself losing gunfights to players using different guns that work way better in the situations that you're fighting in. But there are a few changes that you can make to how you play to make it a lot easier to use so you can earn that gold camo in the quickest and easiest ways possible. The first thing you can do is play on the smaller maps like Nuketown, because this gun isn't very good at range, that slow fire rate, low bullet velocity, and not that much damage. So you do want to play on the small maps like Nuketown where you can do a bit of extra damage at closer ranges. Playing on hardcore is really good as well if you do like to play slower, because the slow fire rate isn't very good in core game modes, just so you can't get enough damage out. Most players will deal more damage than you will in the time and get the kill before you can get the kill. So playing in hardcore can make this a lot easier as it's always a one-shot kill, but because it's always a one-shot kill it does mean you will die a lot quicker, and because this gun has a really slow sprint to fire time as well, it means you can't get your bullets off as quick as other people can if they're using SMGs and stuff like that, so you will die even more to that inside of hardcore. But as long as you're playing slow, it is a great game mode to use. What I did was I used both modes, tried out each one, so I'd recommend giving both a go to see which one works out best for your playstyle. The best game modes you want to be playing on are domination and hardpoint, because this is the easiest to predict the enemy spawns on, so it's way easier to stay alive for longer and get more kills because you should be always facing towards the enemies. Aim for headshots whilst you're leveling the gun up, because if you do this, by the time you get to the max level you should have quite a lot of them completed, so the spray and the stripes camo challenges will be super easy to complete once you've got the best class setup done. Whilst you're leveling the gun up, use any attachments on the class that you think would be best for you, but I'd recommend putting on anything which makes the recoil lower, an extended mag and a sight as well. But the best class you want to be using once you've got all the attachments unlocked to complete all the camo challenges is the Microflex LED, the infantry compensator, the reinforced heavy barrel, the steady aim laser, the field agent grip, the 35 round mags, the airborne elastic wrap and the raider stock. For perks are on tac mask, tracker and ghost to stay alive longer, track down kills easier and stay undetected. Once you've got the attachments unlocked and you've made that class, you're in the best position to complete all the camo challenges. So now I'm going to go through them all individually, giving you some tips for each one and some changes you can make to your class for different challenges to make it easier to complete. The first one you need to complete is spray, but you'll probably have already completed all this one because it's only 300 kills. You'll have easily done this whilst you were leveling the gun all the way up. Then you've got stripes, which you should run quite a few of because all this is 75 headshots. If not, then it should be a lot easier to finish with the best class. The recoil on this gun can be pretty bad, so I'd recommend playing in hardcore and tap firing, just taking single fire shots at the head, and it should get them quite easily as long as you just hold those choke points and stuff like that. This challenge can be a little bit difficult to complete with this gun just because it's not that great with the high recoil, but you will eventually get there by the time you've completed all of them, so it shouldn't be too difficult to complete and it shouldn't be one that you have to focus on too much. Next is classic, which is 25 kill streaks. Just make sure you're playing really slow, sitting back, waiting and tap firing inside of hardcore is really the best way to do this. It's the most reliable way to do it because you won't be getting caught out in those close range gunfights when most other guns in the game will easily outgun you just because of all the downsides with this weapon. Just sit back, make sure you're playing really slow and getting that way, watching those objectives, watching the choke points, and you should be able to get them fairly easily if you haven't already got all of them done already. Then we've got the first hard one, which is Geometric, which is 50 Longshots. With this you can use the normal class, but if you are struggling then you can use an even better class, which is the one which is on screen now, which is the Axial Arms 3x Optic, the Agency Suppressor Task Force Barrel, the SOF Target Designator, Field Agent Grip, the 35 round mags, the Airborne Elastic Wrap and the Raider Stock. This class will really help you get those kills at further ranges. With the zoom sight, make it easier to see those players at further range so you can tap fire them and get those easy kills inside of hardcore, which is what I definitely recommend playing on to get these long range kills. For the long range kills you do need to land quite a lot of shots inside of core, and with that recoil and with the low damage it's going to take loads of shots. Hardcore is the best one because it's normally a 1 or 2 hit kill no matter what range you're shooting at. So good places to play on to get these long shots is Nuketown, playing downside the houses and in the garages, outside on Miami and also on raid. Next we have Floor, which is 75 kills and enemies detected, stunned or blinded by streaks, field upgrade or equipment. Do this one right from the start as soon as you unlock it. Just start running the field mic, UAV, counter UAV and harp. Call them all in and use them as much as possible. Whenever an enemy is detected or revealed by them or it's affecting them in any way and you kill them, then it will all count towards completing this challenge. So as soon as you start it, the quicker it'll get completed. So start as soon as you get this one unlocked. Next we have Science, which is 50 kills and enemies taking cover. This one can be a bit difficult to complete because it all depends on where the enemies are positioning themselves, so it doesn't really seem like there's anything you can do to speed this up at all. But if you focus on your positioning yourself, then you can actually get quite a few kills very easily whilst doing this. Just make sure you're holding those choke points, holding cover, holding windows and stuff like that. Spraying through walls as well also counts towards all of these, because any kill that you get on an enemy where you can see less than 50% of their body all counts towards this challenge. Place where I actually got loads of really easy ones was on Nuketown at the fences. I'd jump over the fence, see where they were over the fence, then when I'd landed, I'd spray through the fence, this would all count towards it. Also shooting through the stairs at the back of the Nuketown houses also counts. And finally we have Psychedelic, which is 25 double kills. Most likely you'll have done this one already because it is a really easy one to complete, especially in hardcore. You've got loads of really easy double kills. If not, just keep playing with the best class in domination and hardpoint, and it won't take you too long to complete. But that's been our full guide for how to get the gold camo on the C58 Assault Rifle in Call of Duty Cold War in the quickest and easiest way as possible. If this video has been helpful, make sure you check out other videos just like this one, which are linked on screen now in my Going for Gold playlist. I've already covered the other Season of 4 guns, which is a nail gun and the MG82, so make sure you check those out and other guns as well. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.